This is how you can crush a narcissist with a secret deadly tactic. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Narcissist and Karma channel. I'm absolutely stoked to have you join me today. So, do you feel helpless because you've heard the only way to deal with narcissistic abuse is to have no contact? Maybe you're in a precarious situation where you can't help but interact with people. Having a co-parent who is egotistical, a supervisor or co-worker who is unyielding, or a tenacious friend all fall into this category. Even though ignoring them might not be an option, you should come up with a plan to protect yourself from more harm and limit their effect. So what choices do you have? In this episode, we'll discuss the formal technique, a more involved approach to dealing with narcissists when shutting off communication isn't an option. The difficulty of communicating with people who are only interested in themselves is a reflection of the intricacy of this approach. It is essential to erect strong, impregnable barriers that cannot be breached. Limits are not seen by the narcissists as opportunities for cooperation, but rather as challenges to be conquered. They take advantage of escalating confrontations to solidify their superiority. They turn it into a full-fledged conflict where they prioritize winning at any costs. Narcissists enjoy challenging authority very much. Saying, "I don't want this," or "I don't want that" will not be effective because they will find the gaps and take advantage of them. The solution is to create rules that are so unmistakable and explicit that there is no room for deception. It's critical to establish clear boundaries and establish your own sense of self, identity, and perspective. It is necessary to say "no trespassing" several times. The ego must fight the impulse to hunt for ways to breach the norms, therefore constant watchfulness is necessary. There must be consequences when boundaries are breached. The choice between permitting access and restricting it completely must be the only option. It's time to think in black and white. The most crucial aspect of dealing with narcissists is learning how to establish clear limits. Serious penalties should be applied when rules are broken. Think about the effect on a child whose narcissistic parent is always critical of them and their choices in relationships, job, and school. If the youngster is insulted by their parent one more time, they have to say, "One more insult from you and we're done." No matter what their parents do, the child must follow the rules when the time comes. No matter how much the parent scolds the child or tries to portray themselves as a victim, ignore them. No concessions can be made. Even though maintaining these rigorous boundaries may be difficult and increasing anxiety is to be expected. Additionally, it's critical to maintain your composure and respond to any attempts by your co-parent to degrade you. Make sure they pay for their misconduct by taking legal action. It's important to be direct, truthful, and forceful in order to prevent further abuse. Processing emotions is part of the rigorous method's second phase. You will need to fight against narcissists on both an internal and exterior level because they are strong opponents. Your emotional life cannot include any unresolved resentment, hatred, or suffering. If not, the narcissist will pressure you into a conflict that was never intended to happen. The narcissist levels the playing field before attacking your emotional weak points in an effort to get you to react negatively and quit up. What exactly is the big deal? They only care about seizing control. No matter how you respond, they are taking the initiative and are in a better position. You must therefore make an effort to heal your wounds and feel better on the inside. It may be beneficial to keep your cool and be at ease when speaking with them. Instead of acting hastily, take your time and consider your options. Instead of falling for their manipulations, try to outsmart them. They are unaffected by your retaliation because they enjoy your suffering and the attention their actions garner. The third phase in the meticulous plan is understanding their strategy. Narcissists always have the same pattern, whether they are codependent, overt, or malignant. They want to hurt you and punish you, therefore you need to move carefully and objectively. It's crucial to gather your thoughts first and ascertain the objectives of the opposition. You can see how they intend to hurt you when you put yourself in their position. Do they exploit your kids, malign your reputation, or prey on your weak points? Change must be actively pursued in order to be effective. Narcissists prey on victims who are still struggling with old wounds like guilt or shame. Having a close relationship with your children will provide you greater negotiating power. For instance, if the narcissist tries to use them as leverage. To fully comprehend what is happening and to be able to react correctly, you must piece together the entire picture. You must defeat their plan if you want to keep them from injuring you. You won't be able to sway their opinions, feelings, or actions until you identify their tactics and take the contrary tack. In order to defend your own interests, it is crucial to comprehend their strategies and how to oppose them. The fourth principle of the rigorous method is to disregard behavior that seeks attention. You are probably aware that narcissists who are desperate for attention will try everything to obtain it. When co-parenting, they will go to great measures to annoy and hurt you, since having you in their life feeds their flimsy ego. They'll utilize 3,000-word emails that are derogatory to make you feel bad about yourself. In order to focus on the questions that need to be addressed, you must filter out all of this negative energy. Do not respond to any questions that are unrelated to raising your child. Avoid satisfying their desire for your attention. Let them scream and shout, spread rumors, and if they so desire, organize a resistance. There is no requirement that you defend, explain, or provide a justification. Take it in stride, they have their own problems to resolve. Only a small number of people who genuinely care about you should be in your immediate vicinity, because they will not believe the narcissist's lies. They will approach you looking for knowledge, ask you straightforward questions, and create judgments based on what they discover. You must therefore find a way to ignore their ingenuity. Maintain your composure and don't let the narcissist know that their actions have succeeded in upsetting you. As a result, they may cause you to experience unpleasant emotions including melancholy, confusion, concern, and anxiety. But don't give them any chances to succeed. While you seek support from friends or a therapist to get over this, don't let the narcissist know how much their behavior has impacted your life. Maintain suspense and be one step ahead of them. Fifth, you need to question their story. Despite your earlier decision to ignore their attention-seeking antics, you now have to stand up for yourself and refute the unfounded claims they have made about you. You are now free to express yourself. Don't get me wrong, I'm not proposing a direct confrontation. Instead, you ought to be truthful and provide proof of their past behavior. Give examples of their blunders and patterns you've seen that show them up. Tell them how their actions hurt you, how they left you, how they showed no concern, or how they knowingly endangered you. You must be completely truthful if you're in court or if other people are involved. Fight for what is just. If you have to deal with a co-parent who is self-centered and boasts about how great and perfect they are as a parent, keep a record of everything you say and do. Having documents to look back on can keep you focused on the facts and show that the other side is spreading lies. Be prepared to refute their untruths. Your love and consistency have been your child's only constants, giving them the security they require. On the other hand, the other parent has utterly failed in their duty as a caregiver. They've created a significant scandal. Don't let them take a break when they're working to be the greatest parents they can be. Oh no, they must now make reparations for their wrongdoing. Draw attention to the fact that they have given your child neither care nor aid. Explain why they are not the excellent parents they represent themselves to be. Position yourself to use the truth to win the battle. The sixth tip is to quit blaming others and start doing action. Prior to taking responsibility for your responses when interacting with the narcissist, concentrate on improving yourself. Because they want you to fear them, narcissists are dangerous. Try to project more self-assurance by standing tall, grinning widely, and making eye contact with people. As a result of this, you might feel empowered and at peace. By proving your invulnerability, you can avoid a confrontation with the narcissist. Do not convey that you are afraid of them. Keep your composure and communicate with them confidently. Stop being so shy and start asserting yourself once more. Have you ever thought about how you and your selfish co-parent interact? Do you feel the need to continually defend yourself and offer answers, even when you are aware that their viewpoint doesn't care what the reality is? You need to start calmly stating the facts, looking those narcissists in the eye, and demonstrating to the world that you are the sane one if you want to reclaim control. They have made you out to be the insane one. However, it is dangerous to mess around with incorrect information. Those narcissists will try to control the seven dwarfs and those in charge if self-healing does not occur. You must assess the situation, find your core, and set strict boundaries. You won't be able to protect your family and your rights until that time, and only that time. So let me make a few points before I wrap up this tale. First, tend to your emotions. Second, be truthful while maintaining composure. Third, show everyone that you are the one who is rational. By upholding the law, you can protect your loved ones. If any of this inventiveness touched you, please let me know in the comments or let others know about this episode. Watch for the upcoming mind-blowing performances.